All right, welcome everyone. Are you currently one of the 43 million people all across the country who's receiving SNAP benefits, otherwise known as Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or sometimes referred to as food stamps or EBT? If so, please prepare because this program is undergoing some massive changes in just 2 short months, and in this video, I'm going to be bringing to your attention those changes and what it means for the millions of beneficiaries, as well as how you and your monthly benefits may be impacted. So with that being said, we have a lot to talk about here in the video. Let's get into it and discuss what's going on. First off, thank you so much for liking and sharing this video with those buttons down below. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, do you know someone else who's receiving SNAP benefits, food stamps, or has an EBT card? If so, will you make sure to share this video with them so they can also benefit from this information? There's a lot to share here, and again, this is going to impact a lot of people. Again, thank you so much. Please subscribe and share the video. Let's get into it and talk about it. All right, really quickly here, I just want to preface this by saying, yes, you've heard me say it a couple times, but I want to say it again really quickly. Everything I'm talking about here in this video is specifically pertaining to SNAP benefits, food stamps, EBT, food assistance, whatever we want to call it. It's all referring to the same thing, okay? So I want to point that out really quickly because some of the words and acronyms I'm going to say here in this video are also very similar to other fixed income benefit programs, but it's all pertaining to SNAP, okay? But anyway, in just 2 short months, I know, coming soon here, we're going to be seeing a lot of changes implemented to this program. So do you want me to start with the good news or the bad news, okay? Let's start with the good news, okay? I know, we kind of look at it and think, oh, I don't know if I want to know the bad news, but yeah, we'll have to talk about it anyway. All right, so let's quickly start with the good news. First off, the COLA raise for SNAP benefits will be starting on October 1st. Now, I've alluded to this before in all the videos, but yes, this will be starting October 1st because that is the new fiscal year for the federal government. And remember, the COLA for SNAP benefits goes by the fiscal year of the federal government, right? So SNAP runs by the fiscal year, whereas other fixed income benefits that I often talk about here on the channel run by the calendar year, okay? So that's the good news. That's one good thing. Now, let's talk about the good / possibly bad news. We don't really know quite yet where this thing is going to land, but it's kind of right in the middle. And this is the Farm Bill. You've heard me talk about that before. They were supposed to get it done, as in they being lawmakers. They were supposed to get this done by this time last year. Guess what? Huge surprise. They didn't do it, right? They didn't do it. So they extended it out for 1 full year. Well, guess what? Their timeline is coming up again by October 1st. They must have the Farm Bill done by then. Now, over the summer here, we've seen a couple different iterations come out. We've seen a couple different proposals, one from Republicans, one from Democrats, and they're both coming in right around this $1.5 trillion is where this bill comes in. Now, remember, 83 to 84% of the total bill is focused around SNAP benefits, food stamps, food assistance programs. It's a lot, right? A huge percentage of the program, considering we've got $1.5 trillion to deal with, and 83 to 84% of it is dealing with food assistance for the low income. So that's a huge percentage, and it's a lot of money. And this is a piece of legislation that they only negotiate once every 5 years. So whatever they do in this legislation here, the Farm Bill will be in effect for the next, well, actually at this point it's going to be the next 4 years because it was supposed to be done last year. So that would have been 5 years last year, but it'll be the next 4 years at this point since they extended out the same levels from, the last 5 years through this year as well, okay? But anyway, we're going to be stuck with it for the next 4 years. So let's cross our fingers, let's hope, and let's, be confident that they are going to do something in the best interest of the beneficiary. We'll see. Now, here's the problem with this one. We don't know the details of the Farm Bill yet. Why? They haven't finished it yet. They're still talking about it. Yes, I know. Weird, right? They're still talking about it, and we're getting this close? Yeah, they have not hammered out the details yet. They've been talking. They've been negotiating. They have not been able to come to terms on the details of the legislation yet. But hopefully they will very soon here, so we can see what they're going to do and that they don't make some final last-minute decision and just throw the thing together, okay? It's a very influential piece of legislation. They've got to get it done, and it needs to be very strong for the beneficiaries. So I wish I had more details for you at this point, but there's way too much up in the air right now, but we know that this will be coming. It's not a matter of, it's a maybe. No, it must. It has to. They have to do it, okay? So they will be doing it, and we've got 2 months to go here, okay? So the Farm Bill, I'll keep you posted on that as I get more information. Now, next, let's talk about some other things here, okay? This is going to be The increase in the age to the ABAWD, the able-bodied adults without dependents, and the work requirements, okay? Let me explain really quickly, okay? When I say work requirements, I know that this instills a lot of fear and possibly some, wait, what? I have to work now to get my SNAP benefits? No, not necessarily, okay? But maybe. I'm not sure about your situation, okay? Now, again, this is not a proposal. This is not a concept. This is a real thing. It has already been passed through Congress well over a year ago, and it's going to be going into effect October 1st, okay? So this actually came in way back, I believe it was in June of last year, 2023. They passed an extension of some legislation, okay? So remember the whole debt ceiling situation that was hammered out right then? Well, this is one of the changes that came out of that, okay? Well, basically what they did is in September 1st of last year, they raised the ABAWD, again, able-bodied adults without dependents, work requirement from the age of 49 to the age of 50, September 1st of last year, 2023. October 1st of 2023, so, October 1st of 2023, what was that, 10 months ago, whatever it happens to be, they raised it from 50 to 52. So they raised it by 2 more years 1 month later, okay? Next, they also had in the legislation, again, this is already passed. This is a thing that's coming, so please prepare for this, okay? They added in October 1st of this year, 2024, October 1st, it will be changing from 52 to the age of 54, okay? This is a thing, okay? I know sometimes down below in the comment section I see comments that come in and say, this isn't a thing. Don't talk about it unless they're actually doing it. They are doing this. This is a thing, and it's coming, okay? Okay, so the work requirement would be for those people who are basically between the ages of 18 and 54, who are able-bodied adults without dependents. Now, let me explain this really quickly and also explain the work requirements behind this, and I would also suggest that you look into your specific state because sometimes states have their own requirements as well, okay? So that's the problem with SNAP benefits. It's a federally funded program, but it's state administered. In other words, states can come in and put their own little rules around it, their own little sets of requirements and stuff like that. That's why some of these programs are kind of hard to decipher because we have the federal rules, but then we have the state level rules as well, which can be different in literally every single state, which is why it can be kind of hard sometimes because the rules in Tennessee are probably different than the rules in Texas. The rules in Texas are different than the rules in Florida. The rules in Florida are different than the rules in California. You get my point here, right? That's why it can be kind of hard with these programs sometimes. But this is a federal ruling, okay? But anyway, the ABAWD, able-bodied adults without dependents, goes from 52 to 54, goes up by 2 more years as of October 1st. Now, what is their work requirement? 20 hours a week or 80 hours per month is what that calculates out to that would need to be fulfilled. Now, as you noticed, I said between the ages of 18 and 54 is what it's going to go up to starting the new fiscal year, again, October 1st, okay? Now, let's just say, for example, you are 42 with a disability. Are you able-bodied? Nope. Somebody with a disability is not able-bodied, okay? Let's say that you're 45 and have a minor dependent. Are you supposed to fulfill the work requirement? Probably not. Why? Because you have a dependent, okay? You would be exempt from that. Let's say that you're 58 and you're able-bodied at 58. You're low income. Do you have to go out and get a job and work 20 hours a week? No, because your age is above the threshold. You're 65, receiving Social Security, and you're wondering if you'll go out and get a job to get your benefits. No, you're above the age requirement, right? Now let's say that you're 38, no dependents, and no disability. Do you have to fulfill the work requirement? I'm going to say, I don't know your situation, but probably yes, okay? Probably, okay? So if you're between the ages of 18 and 54 without a dependent and you are not disabled in any way, shape, or form, you're probably having to fulfill the work requirements. Just saying, okay? That's what I'm saying here right now. Just got to look into this a little bit further here. You may want to reach out to your local office, talk to somebody there, but you'll probably know the situation. There's a lot of people that are exempt from this. Why? A lot of people who receive SNAP benefits are, number one, over the age range that's going to be in effect here of 54 as of October 1st. So if you're over the age range, you're exempt. You don't do it, right? If you're under the age range, obviously you'd be exempt there as well. You'd also be a minor, and that's the situation, okay? Now, if you're anywhere between the ages, like I said, of 18 and 54, and you have one of the following, a disability, you're not able-bodied, okay? I know that might sound harsh of me to say, but I'm right there with you. I got a disability too. Dude's blind. Can't see crap, right? I can't see. So therefore, I have a disability. Am I able-bodied? No, I am not able-bodied. Trust me, I can't do a lot of things, okay? I can't drive a vehicle. I can't do a lot of stuff because I can't see. You can't do a lot of stuff when you can't see. I'm just saying, okay? So am I able-bodied? I might look like it. I may appear to be able-bodied, but I'm definitely not. I can tell you that much. When you can't see something, you're not able-bodied, I promise you, okay? So I have a disability. Somebody else may have a disability of some other kind who's within the age range, which, by the way, I am between the ages of 18 and 54, right? But I have a disability, therefore I'd be exempt. Does that kind of make sense? So anybody who has a disability between the age ranges, you would be exempt because you're not able-bodied. Again, I'm not trying to sound harsh here. I'm just trying to point it out so it makes sense here and so we can all understand this. I know this is a very confusing thing. Now, if you're between the age ranges and you do not have a disability, but you have a dependent, then again, you would most likely be exempt. But again, you may want to talk to your local office about this because there's some fine lines we got to walk here. Does that kind of make sense? Okay, so just take all this into consideration, something you've got to know about. And I am not saying you've got to run out and get yourself a job right now. I'm not saying that. I would never say that, okay? I wouldn't even do, okay? I don't even do that. So why would I tell you to go do that? I would never be the person to say, hey, why don't you go grab a job? No, I don't believe in that, okay? There's way better things we should be doing with our time and our lives than be doing that, okay? But anyway, you may receive a letter or some type of communication from your local office, or you may want to reach out to them as this timeline approaches closer and closer, but something I certainly want to bring to your attention and something you certainly need to keep in the back of your mind. Unless you're outside of the age range, then don't worry about it whatsoever. It does not apply to you. If you have a disability, don't worry about it. It doesn't apply to you. Does this kind of make sense? Okay. But it doesn't hurt to maybe talk with your local office and they can help, direct you further there with all the rules and the confines and all the different details within your respective state that you're located. Make sense? Doesn't hurt to ask some questions. Literally, it never hurts. It's 100% free to ask questions. It does not hurt whatsoever so that you don't lose your SNAP benefits. Make sense? Okay. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that for now. I can always come back and elaborate on this further. I can jump on a live stream, whatever you need from me. I'm here for you in any way that I can be, okay? So I hope this helps you. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. Like the video, share the video, again, with your friends on social media. If you know anybody that receives SNAP benefits or that, it falls within the age ranges or that has these benefit cards, please share this video with them so they can also benefit from this information. Otherwise, check out the other nearly 5,000 videos here on the channel. And check out the other videos I have for you here on the channel, including the ones I've hand-selected for you down below in the description or the top of the comment section. I've hand-selected some there for you. Otherwise, right now, popping up your screen as well. You'll see some videos there. Enjoy. Thank you so much. Have a nice day, and I'll catch you guys.